Hostinger just dropped one of their biggest web hosting discounts ever. If you have been thinking about creating your first website, right now is a great time to get started. My name is Ferdy and I teach people how to make their own website, and in this video I will show you how to make use of this web hosting deal, which includes a free domain and really affordable web hosting. But that's only the beginning, because then I will show you how to get your own professional email account with your own domain name and sync it across all your devices, your computer, your tablet, your phone. I will show you how to restore backups, create subdomains, staging websites, and even add extra domains when you want to create more websites. And when your domain and web hosting are live, I will point you to my in-depth tutorials where you will learn how to create a business website or an affiliate marketing website, a web shop, a course website. I have tutorials about all those subjects, so you can learn how to create an amazing website. So by the end of this video, you have your own domain name, web hosting, and an email account, and it's all synced, secured, and ready to go live. So feel free to make use of this deal while still available, and let's get your website online today. In the description of this tutorial I have timestamps, so if you want to go to a specific part in the tutorial, you can click on the timestamp and you go directly to that part of the tutorial. When I go too fast for you, you can go to the settings here at YouTube, go to playback speed, and slow down the speed of the tutorial. And if you want to go back a few seconds in the video, just hit the left arrow on your keyboard and you'll go back 5 seconds in the video. And now if you want to, you can go to the YouTube settings and change the audio track to a different language. So let's answer the question, what is a domain name? A domain name is the address of your website. What is web hosting? Web hosting is a computer that's turned on 24/7 with all the files of your website. All the text, images, emails, all the content on your website. So with your free domain name and web hosting, you are visible on the internet. So let me show you how to get web hosting and your own free domain name. If you already have a domain name and web hosting, you can skip this part. If you don't have it yet, let's go to webhosting73.com, hit enter, and then you can click here to go to Hostinger. Through the years, I've been searching for the best web hosting companies that are also affordable, and then I came across Hostinger. I've been using their services now for 7 years and I love it. And I'm not the only one who thinks like that. If you take a look at reviews on Trustpilot, you see that other people are also really happy with their service. And if you take a look at Google Trends, you see that Hostinger is taking over the web hosting industry. They're getting more and more popular. And why is that? Because the quality of their service is top notch and they're really affordable. So in order to take a look at the plans, we click over here on Start Now. And then we see 3 plans. Well, let me make it really easy for you. There are 3 plans: the premium plan, the business plan, the cloud starter plan. If you would go for the premium plan, you can create up to 25 websites. You get 25 gigabyte of storage, which is more than enough. And it is storage in SSD. If you go for the business plan, you can create up to 50 websites. You get 50 gigabytes of storage, but this time it is NVMe storage. NVMe storage is up to 5 times as fast as SSD storage. Then there's the third plan, the cloud startup. But if you're getting started with 1 website in the first year, or maybe 2 or 5 or even 10, then I would go with the business plan. The great thing is that you can always upgrade later. So what does the business plan contain? As I said, you can create up to 50 websites. You get 55 gigabytes of storage, which is more than enough. You can have up to 5 mailboxes per website, like info@yourdomain.com. You get daily backups, so if you somehow mess something up in your website, you can restore a backup from the day before. A lot of amazing AI integrations, and your website will be fast throughout the whole world because of CDN, and that's included for free. With some other web hosting plans, this costs $20 per month. What else do you get? You get a free domain name. With other web hosting companies, this costs money, but with Hostinger, you get it for free for the first year. And what I also really love about Hostinger is that you get domain privacy for free. What does that mean? Normally, when you buy a domain name, all your information is open on the internet and people can spam you with, hey, I can make a website for you, I can make a logo for you, I can do SEO for you. Your email account will be filled with spam. With domain privacy, all that information about your company, your address, your email address, your phone number, etc. is hidden. With other web hosting companies, this costs money, and with Hostinger, this is free. And to make it even better, you can try the service for free. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you somehow, I can't imagine why, but if you somehow don't like the service, you can get your money back, no questions asked. So I scroll up again, and then I go for the business plan. So I click over here, choose plan, and then you can get web hosting for $3.99 per month if you would go for 48 months. So for 4 years, you can get web hosting for just $192.52. And I can even give you extra discounts. So if you click over here and fill in the name Ferdy, click on apply, you get 10% extra discount. So you pay $172.37. And that's because you get rewarded if you go for a longer period. If you're like, I want to try it out for a year, Then you can switch it over here to 12 months. Then you pay $4.49 per month. You still get a free domain name, and then for 1 year you can have 50 websites up and running for just $53.89. So Hostinger is rewarding you if you go for a longer period. So $3.59 or for 1 year. $4.49 per month, still really affordable. And it all comes with a free domain. So I click on continue. I go for 12 months. And then I need to register an account. I can do that with Gmail, I can do that with GitHub, or I can fill in my email address. So I will fill in my email address. Then I need to create a password. And then I click on register. Now I need to fill in some billing details. It's not necessary, but let me fill in my first name and my last name. I can fill this in later. I can add company details, and when I do so, I don't have to pay the taxes that are added to this account when I'm from a different country. I uncheck this. Then I click on continue. And then there are a lot of payment options. And the great thing about Hostinger is that those payment options are based on where you come from. So I come from the Netherlands, so I see Dutch payment methods. But if you're from a different country, it can be that you see your local payment method, and that's amazing. So I can pay with credit card, I can pay with PayPal, Google Pay, Apple Pay, Alipay, CoinGate. But depending on where you live, you'll see different payment methods. So I will go with credit card. I'll fill in my details over here. And then I click on submit payment. No worries, later on we're going to get our free domain name. Right now we're going for web hosting. Your payment's done, let's go. Set up your servers right away to start using them. Congratulations with your web hosting plan. Now let's install WordPress. The great thing is Hostinger comes in a lot of languages. So right now I see my main language, Dutch. I can change it over here. And every time I open this, I see more languages. So I will go for English. If you see your language over here, you can choose that. I go for English. Hello, for who is this website? Is it for yourself or are you creating a website for someone else? It's for myself or my business. I click on next. Do you want to create or migrate a website? I want to create a new website. Next. Do you want to use WordPress or the Hostinger website builder? I want to use WordPress. So I click over here. I click on next. And then I can create the login details for my website. So I will change my email address and I will create a password. I click on next. Do you want to create a website with AI or pre-build a website and themes? Well, in this case, I will skip this and I click on create a blank website. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get your own free domain name. What I suggest is use your first and last name, or your first and your second name.com, or the extension you want to use, or use the name of your business, or choose a random name, apple.com, which is already taken, but I think they just thought about, hey, let's call our company Apple according to the movie Jobs. I'm not sure how it exactly went, but if you see that your domain name is already taken, then I wish you all the creativity in finding your ideal domain name. Good luck. And now look at this. You have one free domain available. It can be .com, it can be in your local extension. So let's choose one. I will go for It's Me, Ferdy. And then as you see, it's free for 1 year. I will go with the .com version. You can also scroll down to see more extensions. I go for .com and then I click on next. Register your domain. Is it personal or is it for your business? I go for personal. I click on next step. And now I need to fill in my details. So let me do that. I scroll down and I click on finish registration. Confirm your email address. I click on register. And now it says finishing your domain registration. This is really important. And now it's asking, where is your target audience located? Well, by default, the closest one will be chosen for me, which is the United Kingdom. It's next to the Netherlands. But if I want to focus on people from the United States, I would choose one of those. So if I go for LA, I would go for this one. If I focus on New York, I will go for this one. So I will focus on people from the United States. I click on this one. But the great thing is through CDN, Hostinger will make sure that your website is loading fast from any place in the world. But right now it's the best to choose the closest server to your focused audience. So if you're focused on the United States, I would choose one of those three. I click on next. And now WordPress is installed on our brand new website. This can take a few minutes, so we have to be patient. Awesome. Right now we are in the backend of our WordPress website. And what we see right now is that this is our temporary domain name. Why? Because our real domain name, which we just have chosen for free, can take a minute to become active. In some cases, it can take an hour, and in real rare cases, it can take 24 hours. Most of the time, it is within 10 minutes. So what I will do, I'll go to the H panel by clicking here. Here I see my domain. In the meanwhile, it says verify email to register. So what I will do, I will go to my email account to confirm my domain. So over here, it says verify your email address. I click on verify email. So that's done. I close this. And now what I will do, I will enter my new domain over here. What I see, it's already live. So that's amazing. It took 2 minutes. So what I will do now, I will click on WP admin. And now, as you see, I am live on my brand new domain. The connection is secure, which is really important. I close this. And now I want to tell you about the front end and the back end of the website. If I click over here, I go to the dashboard. This is the back end of the website. This is where we can adjust our website. So I can place blog posts, I can add media, PDFs, images, videos. I can create pages like the home page, the about page. If I have blog posts, people can leave comments and I can approve them or reject them. I can change the look and feel of my website with WordPress themes. We can add additions to our website with plugins, like to optimize our website for the search results or add page builders or contact forms. We can add other users and give them certain roles so people can do things on our website. There are a few tools available, export things, import things. There are WordPress settings, and when you install plugins, those will also appear over here. So one of the plugins is Lightspeed Cache. So if you add more plugins, this list will become longer. So this is the back end of our website. If I click over here, I go to the front end of our website. And right now it looks ugly, but I will make it better. I go back. Here we can adjust the website. Here we can see the result of our website. So congratulations, your domain name is live, your website is live. Now you can create any kind of website. So let me show an overview what kind of websites you can create. So if you want to create a new website, and go to ferdy.com, hit enter. And then you can click on get started. And then I have a few tutorials you can choose from. You can start with affiliate marketing, create an affiliate marketing website so you can start to sell and promote products from other people. When those people buy those products through your unique affiliate link, you make money. You can start to sell your own products through the internet. You can create a website for your business using Elementor. You can create an online course, learn how to create videos, upload them to Vimeo, create a course website and start selling your course, and put everything on automatic pilot. You can create a website with Elementor Pro, the best page builder in the world. I have a complete affiliate marketing tutorial, not only on how to create a website, but also how to start with TikTok, create shorts, create reels, create tutorials, and how to put them on YouTube, and then how to create a website using the Divi theme. So you can choose one of those. So when you click on one of those tutorials, you can watch it over here. And there I'll show you how to clean up your WordPress website. So that's what you can watch. Now I will show you how to confirm your email account at Hostinger. What I want to do now, I want to create an email account, info@yourdomainname.com or your first name @yourdomainname.com. And then I want to show you how to access it through Webmail, through your phone, through your computer. And the great thing is we can sync everything with each other. So if I remove an email from my phone, it will also be removed in my Webmail version and in my email client on my computer. So everything will be synced. I really love that. So let me show you how to set it up. In order to create an email account, we go to emails and it says set up free email service. We don't need this one. We just need the free one that is included in our package. So I click on setup. I need to select a domain. Well, it's me, ferdy.com. Confirm. Again, I can select the plan. I choose the Hostinger free plan, which is more than enough. I click on select. And I already filled in some details over here. Somehow I want to use info. So I type info and I create a password. So I will create an email account, professional email account, info@itsmeferdy.com. I click on create. Where would you like to use your email account? Well, the first thing I want to do, I want to use Webmail. So I click on browser and then I can go to Webmail. So here info@it's me, and now the password I just created, and I click on login. I save this. So we just created an email account, info@yourdomain.com or .nl or whatever extension you use. There's a welcome email. So let me make this smaller. I want to test this. So what I will do, I'll click on this icon and I create an email from info@itsmeferdy.com to info@ferdykorpershoek.com. The subject is email from Webmail. I can start typing, hey Ferdy, how are you? I can attach a file, so I click here. I grab a random image and I say, cheers, Ferdy. Okay, I can send it. And there it is. Email from info@itsmeferdy. Hey Ferdy, how are you? Cheers. Well, I'm a kind person. I reply, I am fine, thanks. I send it. And there is the email, the reply. So I can send and receive emails. How cool is that? The only thing is when I send an email, it will be received from info@itsme. I want to change it to a name. So how can I do that? Let me make the screen bigger. Over here at the left, I go to settings. I can go to the user interface if I want to and change things over here, but I want to go to identities here. I click on info@itsmeferdy and then I change the display name to Ferdy Korpershoek. I could say from It's Me Ferdy, but let's say Ferdy Korpershoek. The company, I can change a lot of things over here. I can have a signature, so I can say kind regards Ferdy Korpershoek. I can fill in my phone number or do something else. I can add an image. Okay, I click on save. So now when I go to compose, it's from Ferdy Korpershoek. So I send it again to info@ferdykorpershoek.com. Since I already have done that, I can fill it in like this. Subject, hey again. And then it says, kind regards, Ferdy. There I am again. I send it. And there it is. Hi again. And now it says, kind regards, Ferdy. And now it says it's from Ferdy Korpershoek. So that's how we can make it look better using Webmail. But wait, there is more. Right now, I will show you how to set up your email account on your Mac or PC. In order to configure our email account on a PC or a Mac, we go to emails. I have my email account over here. So I click on manage. Then here at the left, I go to connect apps and devices. And with Apple, we can do it automatically, or we can do it manually, both for PC and both for a Mac. Well, I want to do it manually. So how can I do that? I scroll down and I see some host names. I want to use those. It's for the manual configuration. The incoming emails, I want to make use of IMAP. So what I will do, I will copy this imap.hostinger.com by clicking here. Now I go to Mac Mail. On the PC, you can do the same thing. Mail accounts. Then I click on add account. And I want to go for add another account. And then I go for a mail account. The name will be It's Me Ferdy. The email address is info@itsmeferdy.com. The password. And then I click on sign in. Okay, what I need to do now. I use IMAP and the incoming mail server is the one I copied. This is this one. The username is the same as the email address. Then I go back to my outgoing mail server, copy it. Then I go back over here to the system settings. And then I paste the outgoing mail server. Then I click on sign in. I only want to sync my emails. So I click on email and I don't click on notes. Done. And now when I close this and I go back to Mac Mail and I go to my inbox of It's Me Ferdy, I see those two emails that I also have at my webmail. If I go to send, I see all the emails I have sent. So it's now in sync. So look at this. If I make this smaller again and I go to overview, I scroll down, email accounts, I click over here. So I go to webmail. Here at send, I see one email. I also see it over here at send. Look at this. If I go to my inbox, I see two emails. Over here, my inbox, two emails. Look at this. If I select this email and I mark it as unread, over here, immediately it's on red. So it's in sync with each other. This is super cool. If I mark it, or let's mark it here. So I click on the arrows and I want to flag it as red. Look at this. Now it's red. So everything is in sync with each other. So when I decide on my phone or whatever to answer this email, so I click on reply, thanks, and I send it. Now, if I go to my send emails, it says thanks. This is just what I sent it. So now when I go to send, I see the same email I just sent. So everything is in sync with each other. This makes your life a lot easier. So when you have read an email on your phone or on any device, so let's go back to the inbox. There's a new email. And I'm like, okay, I answered this one so I can unflag it. Now, using Webmail, it's also unflagged. If I'm like, okay, I still want to do something with it, so let's go to the one from Hostinger. I flag it, then on my Webmail, it's also flagged. I love it. So let's send an email to info@itsmeferdy.com. Hey there. I send it from It's Me Ferdy, and I say, hey there. So I send it. Let's see what's going on over here in my inbox. There it is. It's over here. So if I select it, then over here, it's also red. Hey there. So I can send emails from Webmail. Let's reply. Let's see if I can receive emails. Hey, I send it. And there it is. So now I can send and receive emails using Webmail, and everything is in sync with my email account. So if I go to Webmail, it's also there. If you're applying everything I'm showing you right now, I want to congratulate you with your perseverance. Right now, I want to show you how to set up your email account on your phone. So now I'm on my iPhone and I want to configure my email account on my iPhone. So I go to settings. With other devices, it works the same way. You go to mail. Then I go to accounts. I click on add account, other, add a mail account, and I can give my name. Then I say, it's me, Ferdy. My email is info@itsmeferdy.com. Password and my description. That can be the same as the name. Then I click on next. Okay, I want to choose IMAP and I say imap.hostinger.com. It's what you can find over here. Let me see. If I go to connect apps and devices over here, imap.hostinger.com, and the outgoing server is smtp.hostinger.com. So the username is your email. I copy it. And there's the outgoing server smtp.hostinger.com. Username.com. You have to set it up only once, fortunately. My password one more time. Now I click on next. It's verifying. And this can take a while. This can take a minute, 2 minutes. So we have to be patient. There it is. There's someone at the door. I want to save the password. And I only want to sync my emails. Save, account added. So now if I go to my emails and I go to It's Me Ferdy, I see all the emails that I also see over here and over here. So let's have some fun over here. Let's see if it's working. Over here, I have my email in my inbox. So I have my inbox, and my inbox. Now, if I flag this, mark as flagged. Look at this. There it's flagged. And on my phone, it's also flagged. Now I click on it on my phone. I reply from my phone. I send it. So it will go to our inbox. So there it is on the Mac. There it is on my phone. And there it is on Webmail from my phone, from my phone. So everything is in sync with each other. Oh, I love this. So it doesn't matter where you get your emails, on your computer, on your webmail, on your phone. You can reply, you can flag it, you can unflag it. And when you do that, it will be synced everywhere. That's what I love about IMAP Webmail through Hostinger. Everything is in sync. So if I reply on the email on my phone, I will also see that I replied on it on my PC and on my webmail. So that keeps things organized, and I love this. So I hope you also like this too. Again, I want to congratulate you with your perseverance. You have your own domain. You have your web hosting plan, your website is live, you have an email account up and running, and it is synced with all your devices. Super cool. Now I want to show you again an overview that you can see. If you go to ferdy.com, you can see an overview with all the tutorials I have so you can create your own website. Now let me show you how you can create a subdomain. In order to create a subdomain, over here at the left, we go to websites. Then I go to my brand new domain and I click on the dashboard here. Then here at the left, I see domains. I click on the arrow down and then I see subdomains. So I click on it. And now I can create a subdomain .itsmeferdy.com. So I can say courses. I can also create a custom folder for the subdomain, but I'm okay. Courses. I click on create. And there it is, subdomain courses.itsmeferdy.com. So now I can go to website, auto installer. Then I already see that I installed WordPress on my current domain name, my main domain name. And now I can click on WordPress, select. Then over here, I click on advanced. And I can choose the installation path. So instead of the main domain, I click over here and I go for courses.itsmeferdy. The website title can be Learn Affiliate Marketing with Ferdy. I can change the email address, the username, password, and then I click on next, install. Okay, now I want to go to security, SSL, and I see it's active. So what I will do now, I will go to the overview. I make sure I'm at courses.itsmeferdy.com. Make sure that force HTTPS is turned on. Sometimes it says it's not possible yet, then you have to wait. But if you click over here, you'll be redirected to your subdomain. Look at this. Courses.itsmeferdy.com. So now we have a subdomain. So on my main domain, I can have a link to my course and then they will go to courses. So if I go to the website, this is right now the website. Of course, we can configure this. I have tutorials on YouTube. How to create a course website, Ferdy. I have a new one. I think it's 2 months old, 4 months old. 3 hours on how to create a course website. It's amazing. You can also add a second domain. Let me show you how. In order to add a second domain to your account, we go to domains, get a new domain. We can do 2 ways. We can just type it in or we can generate a domain using AI. So I can say, I am a photographer of disabled dogs in Kansas City. Generate. kcpuppylove.com, paulbillettypics.org, kansascitypauls.com. So there you can get some IDs. I go to find a new domain and I can say puppy love KC. I click on search. .net is available. I want to go for .com. So how about .com? I click on search. Puppy Love KC is already taken. Let's take a look. Why not? Who's my competitor? Okay, I can buy it for a lot of money. So you know what? Puppy Love Amsterdam. I click on search. It's available. Only $4.99 for the first year. When you go for 2 years. Okay, I get it. So I click on buy now. I go for 2 years. So the second year it's $17. And I click on complete payment. And since my credit card details are stored, I can pay really easily. And since we're here, let me show you how you can create a website using Hostinger AI. Your domain Puppy Love Amsterdam is now being secured. Get ready to go online. So I click on continue. Awesome. Now over here at my domain overview, I go to create your website, get hosting. And then I click on create a website. This time I can use the Hostinger website builder. Next. I already have this domain. Next. Now I can let AI create a website for me. So let's do that real quick. What kind of website? Business showcase, brand name, Puppy Love Amsterdam. Puppy Love Amsterdam is all about making photographs of disabled dogs in and around Amsterdam. I click on create a website and AI is now creating something for us, and then we can adjust it. Look at this. Wow, this is what it created. Of course, not everything is perfect, things like this, but okay. Well, if you want to learn more on how to create websites like these with the Hostinger AI builder, click over here to go to that tutorial. I will go back. I can click here to edit the site, but I will teach all about that in that tutorial. So I'm happy for now. I go back to the AI form. And then over here, I go back to hostinger.com. I log in. And now if I go to domains, domain portfolio, what I will see is my first domain enabled and my second domain, which I just got, also enabled. So that's how you can create a second domain. And if you want to use the Hostinger AI builder to create a website fast, it's really beginner friendly. It can happen that when you're working on your live website that something goes horribly wrong and that you break your website. Well, if that's the case, you can put a backup from the day before back or from a week ago. What you also can do, you can make use of a staging website. What does it mean? You create a copy of your current website. You're going to adjust a few things you want to adjust over there. And when you see that everything is still working, you push a button and then that staging website will transform to the live website. And in that way, you can test everything before everything goes live. Well, I never use it. I prefer to restore a backup from the day before when something goes wrong. I never had in my life that something went wrong. Also in my real life, everything goes perfectly okay. I don't know. Sometimes people say, oh, I had a bad day. I'm like, what is that? A bad day? I don't know. I'm kidding. But let me show you how to create a staging website. In order to create a staging environment, we go to websites and then I go to It's Me, Ferdy. If I click on it, this is the website. I imported it and I know it needs a lot of updates because I did not update this website for a long time. So if I would go to the WordPress admin, I see over here 8 plugins that needs updates and over here 14. So I will close this and what I will do now, I will create a staging environment so I can update everything on a staging environment. So not on the live website, because if everything goes wrong, it's not on a live website. That's why we need a staging environment. In order to create it, I go to the dashboard of It's Me, Ferdy, dashboard. And then over here at WordPress, I open it and then I see staging. So I click on it and then I can create a staging environment by clicking on this button. I call this one staging.itsmeferdy. I click on create and it can take up to 15 minutes to complete. So I click on close. It is in progress. So let me refresh this page now and then I'll show you how long it took to create this staging website. Well, it took 20 seconds. So what I can do now, I can manage the staging area. I go to the staging admin panel. What you'll see now, I will not go to itsmeferdy.com, but I will go to staging.itsmeferdy.com. And now I can click on the update icon. And I can select all the plugins by clicking here, update plugins. So that goes faster. But if something breaks down now, if something goes horribly wrong with this website, my website itsmeferdy.com is still live. So if I go to itsmeferdy.com, this will remain perfectly fine because I'm updating everything at staging.itsmeferdy.com. So here everything is updated. I go to the other updates, a few themes. I select them, or I select them by clicking on them individually. Update themes. By the way, I advise to only use one theme and remove all the themes you don't use. So our website is updated. If I go to the website, everything seems to be working. So when everything works, then I can push this to the live website. Services. Everything seems to be looking fine. Great. So I want to do one more thing. I want to go to the customizer. I use the Blocksy theme in this website. And if you want to learn how to create this website, go to YouTube and search for how to make a WordPress website. Mine should be somewhere on top, this one. Okay, now I go to colors, to advanced color palettes. And if I would change this to 6, now it looks like this. If I publish it, then my live website, It's Me Ferdy, still is greenish. And if I take a look, I still need to update everything. But here at my staging website, it has a different color. So what I can do now, if I'm like, yes, this is what I want, I'm ready to push it to the live website, then I can go to the staging dashboard. I can click on back, or I can search for staging. Click on it. So staging name is staging.itsmeferdy.com. I want to bring this to the live website. So what I will do, I will click on the 3 dots over here. I say publish. Publishing the staging will replace your live version of the website. So I know that the staging website is fine. Everything is working. So I'm ready to publish it. And it says again, it will take up to 15 minutes. I click on close. But if you take a look over here, it will be working within a few minutes. So I will be back with you and let you know how long it took. After 1 minute and 6 seconds, it said completed. So now I want this website staging.itsmeferdy to be here. So if I refresh this page, it should be purple and with no updates. It is working. There's one glitch. This is dark. So what I can do, I need to go to the customizer. That happens oftentimes with themes. What you need to do, just go to anything, increase it, decrease it. Make sure you adjust something and then put it back and then click on publish, close it, and that will fix it. So now it is exactly the same website as over here. So if I refresh it, I refresh it here at the homepage, I have the same websites. So that's how you can use staging. When something goes wrong with your website, you can restore a backup. Let me show you how. In order to restore backups, we go to websites. Then I choose the website I want to choose. I have used a different domain because there I have more backups from the latest weeks. So I go to this one, dashboard. And then if I search for backups, I will find it. Or I go to files and then backups. And there are a few things we can do. We can create a backup manually. So just before you want to create something or adjust something, you can create a manual backup. But every day, if you take a look over here at restore backup, every day a backup will be made, as you see. So let me go to the website, ferdy.co. I go to the main menu, websites, to this website. And let me go to the customizer. I go to the colors and I go to color palette and I go to color palette 6. I publish it. I go back and I'm like, okay, I don't like this. So I go back to the customizer. I go back to colors, color palette, and I'm like, hey, but where is my color palette I used? Oh no, what should I do? So what I can do now, I just go to the backup of the latest day. So I go to the dashboard of this domain. Then I go to backups. Then here at restore backups, which is selected, I choose the backup from yesterday. I click on restore. I understand that I can lose files if I can lose all the adjustments from the latest 24 hours. I click on restore. Website can take up to 10 till 15 minutes, but this also will take just a minute. So now if I refresh the page, and now everything is back to the way it was, thanks to the restoration of the backup. So in that way, when you mess things up, you can just restore a backup from the day before or the day before that, and you will be fine. Do you want to have a faster website? Then you need CDN. And the great thing is CDN is included in your web hosting plan. Since CDN is such a cool subject, I have created a dedicated video for that. You can watch it over here, or I will show you right now where you can find that video. So in order to follow the CDN tutorial and turn on CDN in your web hosting account, let's go to ferdy.com, hit enter. Then I click over here on the search icon and I search for CDN. I hit enter. What is CDN? Click on it and you can watch the video from my old studio, which sometimes I think is better, but I moved to a new house, bigger living room, smaller office. It is what it is. I'm thankful and I'm happy. So here you can learn how to work with a CDN. Probably you're really happy with Hostinger and you're like, hey, this is a cool web hosting provider. Maybe you have another website somewhere else. Let me show you how you can migrate a website from another web hosting account to Hostinger. I know it can be quite tricky with your website, with your emails, email accounts. That's why I will show you step by step how you can do that. And also in this case, not everybody wants it. I have created a dedicated video for that. So again, you can click over here to watch that video, or I will show you right now where you can find that video. In order to turn your website, your domain, your emails, everything from one web hosting provider towards Hostinger, you can go to ferdy.com, hit enter. Then click on the search icon and search for migration. Hit enter. Migrate your websites, emails, and domains to Hostinger and save money. If you click on it, you can watch this video. You see 32 minutes. It's quite an in-depth, wow, process, but I'll show you step by step how you can do that. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching this video. I hope you applied everything. If you've done so, congratulations. And as I said before, I say it over and over again, if you go to ferdy.com, you can see a lot of tutorials that I've created that can help you to create your own website. It can be about your business. It can be about selling things. It can be about affiliate marketing, about blogging. It can be about creating a website with a lot of visitors and then placing advertisements on the website so you can make money with that. It can be about creating a community like Facebook. I have a lot of tutorials. You can find those at ferdy.com or on my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to subscribe for more upcoming tutorials, and I wish you the best of luck with everything you do, as long as those things you are doing are amazing and not destroying people. If that's the case, I don't wish you the best of luck, but assuming you're a super cool person, I think you are, then I wish you the best in everything you do. Bye-bye.